Our ultimate AI is already working on creating these shapes, and it's doing so automatically. What we noticed last time is that the amount of shapes a second we need to progress to the next level keeps increasing. It used to be at 4 or maybe even less, but now we're at 12, and the conveyor belts can only hold 17 items a second. So if this goes over 17, we're gonna be done. Not really, we're just gonna copy another artificial intelligence whole factory and it's gonna be done. But what I'm thinking is that to do all of that, we need a lot of blueprint shapes. Copying just half of the whole AI factory we've got costs over 150,000 blueprint shapes. We're gonna have to do that twice, and it might even cost a bit more than that. So I think what we need is more blueprint shapes, because there's never enough of them. We've got 2 factories manufacturing the blueprint shapes. One is right here. If we take a look and follow these shapes to here, is this one. It doesn't look really great and it's made by hand. Really bad, really bad. Not at all optimal. And the other one is right here. That's this monster. But look at that. It's fully automatic. So somewhere here we should have a controller right there, and it tells the factory that it should be manufacturing blueprint shapes. Same controller as we have here, which we can tell manufacture the goal shape please. And in just a couple of seconds we're gonna start receiving those goal shapes. There are 2 things we could do with the blueprint shapes. Number 1 is to make a new AI factory making those, which would be much easier, but there's a lot of reconnecting of the colors and shapes and stuff like that. So the other thing would be to unlock the full potential of this factory. It's nice to remember how things used to be, but as you see, this is not at all optimal. We're not getting enough of those white circles, so these stackers are not working fully at all. I'm just gonna reconnect these to the original conveyor belts, because earlier we would have 2 conveyor belts bringing the shapes to the hub, since there were more than the single conveyor belt could hold. They are now both connected, so the speed should be the same as it was before, since all the shapes are being delivered. These bits of the factory are okay, no problem with that. What about these blue bits? Well, they are getting stuck, so perhaps good for now, but I think we're also gonna have to improve that. And here, this is just atrocious. Just look at that, come on. Here we are not getting enough white paint, right? But the white paint, that's 1 full conveyor belt. And I see we could improve it, but it would be much easier to simply remove these painters and use the quad painters instead. It would save us quite a bit of work, I would say. So I've removed all of those, and now I'm gonna go to blueprints, select these beautiful babies, the double painters, and simply put them back in. Simple as that. I'm not gonna edit the original conveyor belts we had here, so I'm just gonna reuse them like this. So each painter is gonna supply 2 conveyor belts. Why 4 in this case? What the hell is going on? Hang on, what is this? What is that? That's weird. Okay, that's really weird. But I think it should work. Okay, right, I see. The splitters are here. That should be working just fine. So now to connect that white paint, we see whether we'll actually need more of that paint. I believe we're gonna. But for now, let's take a look at the speed of those. I can't really judge it since I'm used to them filling 1 single conveyor belt. So we can only look at the output, which looks pretty good. I believe we've done it. Is that it? Is that enough? Seems like it is. Now what about these shapes? We might not be getting enough of those shapes. Oh, but we are, because we've got enough paint as it is. I'm just gonna reinforce those just in case. But since there's no paint mixing here, it's alright. So that's additional 17 a second of those blueprint shapes. That's great. And we're already at 7 a second of the goal shape. So just a couple more seconds as the original colors clear up. 9.5, almost there. And here we should be there since there are no more wrong colors. Yes, level 61 completed. This is our new goal shape. Let's update the AI to that. It's just working so brilliantly. The shape gets deconstructed, still no fourth layer, and it's beautiful. And we can upgrade the cutting, rotating and stacking speed. So maybe the maximum upgrade level is 20? Not sure. I fear that if that's the case, we're not gonna have enough of those logo shapes either. That would be really bad. They get manufactured here, and I already see that the conveyor belt is not full, but I remembered how I was happy that they were being manufactured at all. Oh wait, why is this so stupid? We can just put a couple more of those in, can't we? So I've just increased the speed of those extractors right here. This is moving much faster, which means that those cutters and the stackers are working faster as well. And just like that, a full conveyor belt. That's brilliant. Effortless. I love it. And maybe increase the input of those as well. Again, just in case. That's great. Now what about the other facility? That's here. And it seems that somewhere we're also not getting enough of the shapes. The trouble here is that this increase I've just done was like 1 a second increase, which is nothing, absolutely nothing. Here is the problem, I believe. There are only a couple stackers there. There should be a lot more. So the extraction speed is not an issue, I would think. But hopefully we're gonna have enough of those at the point that we're gonna actually need more of them, since I'm not sure that I'm really ready to make another facility manufacturing these. These are so hard to make, you can see it just here. Well, this actually looks quite simple. Hang on, this looks really simple. Why am I not making more of those? You just need white circles and some squares and this. And we've already got blueprints. I can copy this and no issue. No issue. Why am I not making more? And so many squares. Look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Just on this screen, 15 unused square deposits. They're quite small, some of them. So why am I not making more? Should I? I think I should. You know what? I'm gonna copy all of this. 9,000 blueprint shapes. And that's why we need a lot of those. I'm gonna place it here. Or here maybe. Okay, so I'm placing it here for now. Just need to reconnect those. And here I also need some squares. And I need 2 conveyor belts of squares here. So I'm gonna use these ones. There's the first one, and there's the second one. So now we should be getting the right shapes, but we just need the circles, and that's gonna be the white circles. So I need white, and I need circles. Where can I find white circles in this area? Because I don't think we're getting many more circles. There's still a couple circles here and there. Oh, and I've realized that here I might be getting more than I actually need. Let's take a look. Yes. These seem to be stuck a little. And here we've got 2 of those. And I know that we're probably only gonna need 1, right? Since it's being fed to those cutters, this single cutter. I think it's more than enough to have just these 4 painters feeding this. Yes, it seems like it is. Which means that I'm gonna borrow these and bring them here. So I didn't even need these painters. I'm gonna remove them. And we should receive the shapes any second now. Here they are. Cut, rotate as needed. start stacking. Here, cut and rotate the other way. Continue stacking. And here we should get the logo shapes. Here they are. Brilliant. I'm just gonna fit them into this free port right there. And the last port I'm gonna reserve for the other AI if we actually need one. But as you see now, we're at 13 a second of those new goal shapes. We need 13 a second to progress to the next level. But now let's take a look. Rocket ships, 70 a second. Upgrade shapes, 68. Logo shapes, 53. Blueprints, 53. That's insane. That's just awesome. Really great. And there we go, another achievement, branding specialist. That's 50 a second of the logo shapes. So that was the achievement I was missing. So I believe with these speeds, there's a lot to look forward to.